Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we can say it, yeah, we can call this evening not really where we are not really happy of, but we can call this evening anyway possible. Okay, so the reason is this one here. This is the map of Sudan. Okay, this is the map of Sudan here. For lecture purpose, whatever the map is not well drawn, this is the map of Sudan, let's say. Okay, so the battle is here. This line here you are seeing here on the map. Okay, the guy is claiming this is South Sudan. Okay, this is South Sudan. The guy is claiming they close this one here, and then they close this boundary here. Okay, so make it very difficult. That's why it created this line here, another countries, and then it create this line up here, another countries. So it's calling this one here Sudan, and then this is a South Sudan, the one you are seeing down here. So today my aim is to bring this Sudan which you see here, okay, up to here, okay, into Sudan. Okay, because the reasons they are there, we have Sudan. Okay, we happen to mention source of Equatoria. Okay, source of Equatoria, which they call SOE. It mean Fleet Uganda. Why and how? He said he fled Uganda in 1979. That was April. Idi Amin fled Uganda in that year, and then since he's a former president of Uganda, okay, and then in 7 months ago, his history was reposted over Uganda. If you see here on this big map of Sudan, Uganda can be found here, down here, on which we have Gulu to the north. Some YouTubers such as African Nyokos from Parkwatch, and then Choli Pride, and then the Gulu site, and then we have Team. We have the other one is called yeah, signature TVs or signature, yeah, signature TV. And then there is another one, Lock or what you want. There are many of them there. So they're all from Glue. If you see there, this is Uganda there. We have Choli here, living in Uganda. And then we have Choli living over this country here. These countries, Sudan, okay, over this area, which you are seeing here open as Equatoria. This is let's say this is Khartoum. Up here, that is Khartoum, Sudan, okay, and then down here, this is Equatoria, Sudan, okay, this is Equatoria, Sudan, which is here. This is Juba. The place you are seeing Juba, Sudan, that is Juba, Equatoria, is from Juba. That is the central Equatoria. And then there is the east, which is by Kakuma, and then Lokchokio. And then there is the west, which is on the Central African Republics, and DRC Congo, which is Zai. Okay, so now let's see. East is Kenya. East is Ethiopia, okay, when we said Kakuma, okay, east. And then when we talk of source is this guy here, the guy which is here is the one sourced, okay. But in Sudan history, okay, in Sudan history, when we talk of central, okay, we do not mean central, we mean Khartoum and Juba and Khartoum. That is central, okay. But this is the source. The source is here, somewhere here, okay, which is here, okay, which is here. But we don't want to use sourced. Why? we are not using, why we are not using source? Because the President Idi Amin said, I fled Uganda and escaped Uganda in 1979. So I think Ugandan refugees went to Sudan. They occupied these equatorial regions. They were here refugees. Okay, they stay in a short period, and then they return back to Uganda. Well, Idi Amin, war between Idi Amin and then war between Obote, we are not too sure. Could be the president, those two presidents. Because my history book has got stolen now, I cannot remember and tell very much there. I did not go to research. Okay, let's leave it there. The war between those people. And then if you research why he fled Uganda that year, so that could be the reasons. Okay. Now, this is of course Sudan. This is the new project we have. We have for this Sudan, the plan to unite Sudan. Because why Uganda, Kenya, DRC, and Ethiopia. These people here, they're English, okay, little bit English and French. They're affected. If you see their price of the market of Uganda is not good, children are not going to school, no teacher, okay, no teacher at the schools. And then for which we said, please invest well your billion US dollars or currencies. We are returning Equatorial Sudan to Khartoum, Sudan. This is Equatorial Sudan, which we are returning to Khartoum, Sudan, okay? So on vis-a-vis, if I hold very close there, you can see that's the regions. We open this close up, we open that close up for that regions, and then to ensure, yeah, we are working, we are escaping that statements of the president why he fled Uganda in 1979. We don't want that to happen to the Ugandans who are there, not to flee to their countries. Because there is no proper teaching there. Children are not going to schools. Okay, teachers, they stop teaching. How can they educate this guy, which is forcing this guy here? You know, this guy is a threat down here, up to here. Is a very threat. That's why we try to open. If you look on the Sudan map, there are two maps there. That's why it's still a problem. We do not agree for us. That's why we're using this one. That's a new map. But they have their own map there which they are fighting and using a false one. They don't have the strengths. Okay. Do those people really have the strength? They don't have really the strengths. Okay. So who have the strengths? This is Sudan. They have the strengths with the East Africa. If you see, this is Sudan with the East Africa. It goes like this, very, very maximum. Okay, so the guy only bring now this design which they make and then put it over on the roof of East Africa, and then it gonna our writing which is Sudan on East Africa. They gonna that they did not go to school. They don't know the meaning of Sudan which has been written by Ugandan. You know, that's why they forced even our former president Idi Amin to flee Uganda in that year. So, and we don't want that to happen. So if you see now, things are very worst. The price assessments, we tackle price assessments there. Prices are not really well enough. Okay, we are seeing prices over and over high. Price is roughly 1 kilo of this one, of fish, fresh fish or dry fish is roughly 20,000. Why? And then if you see fish, they normally put them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tilapia fish. Okay. For something less than 600, And then why shall they be now 20,000 if they are 20,000? And then what is for this guy here? For this guy here, South Sudan, why is South Sudan using that force? If they are seeing the prices is 20,000, 14,000, why are they using the force? That's why we told them, don't learn how to invest your $1 billion. If you're investing $9 billion in Uganda or Kenya or Ethiopia, know how to invest them. If you're investing 900 billion, learn how to invest them. If you're investing $90 billion, learn how to invest them. Otherwise, it's not easy, okay, to invest anyhow. Because you invest billions, we don't have the billions. We are teaching, we are teacher, we are art teachers, we are acting the situations, which is present and past. But we don't have the finance you expect. Maybe we may have, maybe we may not. But we are not 100% sure. If you expect you have the wise decision making, a policy there, that is not really very wise, because that is rebellism's investment and is full of force. Those force is not that good. We don't want to see that happening, because we want those guys to buy as normal as is. That is maintaining the copyright policies. If we maintain this copyright as a Sudan, if we can keep this map as Sudan, and if we all want it divided, myself, I will also lose my office here to my enemies. My office may be taken all away, because I want what? I want my office to be to collapse, and then I'm gonna rebuild the same office. You see, that's why our office is not to collapse, but our office is established to continue. That's why we are using the copyright policies. If the statements come and found, we are using the copyright. That is the Sudan. This is the Sudan map. You can see here we opened, we are Sudan. We put you in the middle, that they are South Sudan. We don't want problems with you. We have no problems with you. We are Equatorian people. But we are down here, under you here, under your administration. So what do you expect? We are not under the administrations of our brothers who are here over these areas. This is Libya here. This is Chad here. This is Libya. This is Chad here. And then this is Egypt here, and then this is Saudi Arabia here, Eritrea here, Ethiopia somewhere here, and then you come here, Kenya, and then Uganda here, and then DRC here, and then Central Africa somewhere here. You see that? So that is vis-a-vis connecting our brothers. We want our brown brothers back with us, not to be isolated. Like you are dark here, you are somewhere here, you are tall and dark, you are not too brown, and then you are trying to isolate some of our brown brothers who are from these areas up here, okay, born from up here, then they migrate to assist down here. That is like they invested, the people in Juba invested what they call the Safari Lodge. Okay, the people who invested Safari Lodge brought the people up here as their brothers to these brothers who are here, Uganda. If our Safari Lodge doesn't work down here, we move them here. Then if it doesn't work here, we move them here. You see those areas? That is criteria. So if we have our sisters, they are all here, up here, and then we wanted them somewhere here to retain the business, and then you don't want, you evacuate, you block this line, you block that line, is stopping our hands to reach them, and then their hand to reach us for help. What is the use? That's why they develop from up here, and then the guy from here, you see here, got educated from here by Equatorians who have degrees and then Equatorians in Kenya who have a degrees, Equatorians in Uganda who have a degrees. They educated the guy up here, leave still a brother here, a sister here like us. I was educated from here. This is Uganda, and then this is Kenya, and then I flee now to Canada. And then teaching this contract, the same guy which is my classmate here, fled from here up here to Egypt, to Libya, and then he's now Chad, he's now Saudi Arabia, he's now Eritrea, he's now Ethiopia. You see that differences there? I will come there with some brown children. Who knows? The intermarriage. That's why. You see there? They built a another new relationships. So how do you expect they cannot come back here? They will still come back. If they will still come back, what is the use of connecting anything anyhow? You don't know. You squeeze yourself over another families. You don't know the histories. So you should know the histories. If you know the histories, here, the history of these people here, you know very well, you fit. Other than just grabbing a strength from no beyond and then you're going to utilize the force. But at the end, that is a loser. You promote another guy in the Kenya, well, their family is no longer here, they fled up here. And then there are some of them is still here. This is Khartoum, but for them, this is not Khartoum, that is up there. If you meet Juba, for Juba guy, whatever you see on the YouTube, the Juba guy, the guy which has a YouTube channel there in Juba, whatever is a Dinka or whatever is a Nuer, whatever is a Kuku, Bare, or Madi, and then the guy is from these areas. So see those differences and then don't just interact in Howley. Rather follow the 1812 policies of the copyright policies, which is the Sudan map, and then you utilize it. And then utilize that copyrights, either you use our policies or you remain like that, but that is up to you. And then ourselves, we did this copyright, and then we are able to fit the Ugandan remedies price, the market price, and then the market price in Kenya. We happen to compare them. We know, we say it very clearly. For us, anything in Kenya or Uganda you are buying from stores, such kind of things. If you buy this kind of water bottle, okay, the water bottle is less than different 4 cents or 8 cents, 7 cents. You see there, 7 cents, 4 cents differences. So 4 cents is how much if you relate there to Kenya. That is could be 7, okay, could be 7, could be 6, 10, 9 Kenyan shillings. And then if you go to Uganda, this is a 300 water bottle. Now if this kind of water bottle you sell it there 1,000, what is the difference between 1,000 for a water bottle and then this is a 24? You buy how much? You have to pay 24,000. Look at yourself. What are you doing there over that countries? Liquor consumptions, or what is the use? So the problem is, as we said, that is the copyright policies, and then that's why we make it available, because we are able to maintain the copyright policies, which is right here. This is the copyright policies for Sudan map. So whatever, how ugly the map of Sudan looks, that should be the copyright policies to retain this kind of water to different to 300 each. If it's in Uganda, if it's in Kenya, sell it, let them sell it in 7 shillings or 10 shillings or less than 10 shillings. If it's in Kenya, that's what we maintained there. For to do with the 6 cents US dollars, 6 cents US dollars. to Kenya, okay, less than 10 shillings for less than 300 shillings. And then what will you do about that? That is the only differentiations. And then if it come to different QAs, and then this is a radio. We know this is a radio. A guy may say it, yeah, these radios, they are all not radios. We say they are all radios. If we happen to write, okay, we happen to write with these radios, the statements we document here is a statement which has been translated, is written, okay, is written there of a radio. And then if I use this one, 18 really for 13, 13, 13, or what? So it's the same thing. Here I can listen my echoes back, and then if I speak on the one radius of this one here, of course the echo is not controlled somewhere there. I don't know. This statement is communicated there. The guy was telling me I was forgery, I was what? Where do you keep the reports? Yeah, I say it's the radius. If I use the radius and then to answer some quick questions, and then because yeah, TV is a little bit not easy to get them organized and then bring the programs. That's why it's a waste. And then we have to use sometimes radio, a quick radius for those confirmation for that purpose. So vis-a-vis, that is just a contract to this one, to fix those problems which we see there, those tensions. They are of course overwhelming, okay, over those areas. That is the, let's say, the three regions contract, okay, that is Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, DRC, Central African Republics cases, which is with the copyright policy of Sudan. Okay, that is what we said we should obey and then agree upon as 1812 copyright policies, if that is mandates. Because if otherwise, those people, they are saying, yeah, we want teachers to go back to classroom. They said, how will we go back to classrooms? We cannot teach different dogs. Like that is teaching dogs. Those people, they don't have ears to listen, to act, and then they're just minimizing only. You teach them, and then they will go, yeah, we are South Sudanese. Where do they put them now, the Sudan? And then they think they are president. Is that presidential there? We don't really see there. No reasons, no good things there. That is like weaknesses, creating weaknesses for the societies, and then anyone to react, okay? So is to do with the things which we don't know, because this is with the former president. He flee Uganda, and then that could be the reasons, and then why Uganda was freed. People were forced to return back to Sudan, because that is on the histories. The guy have to add all his histories, and then they have to again restart every contract. People have to suffer and then get those things redone again. You see, what are we really doing as the people? So our aim is to bring peace and then to make at least choice within our advantages, disadvantages, which are individual issues.